The first animals one of when evolution is mentioned is bears. Have recently been healthy over the long make use of bears' physical characteristics in medicine. For example, the objective being one piece of research being carried out at the Logical University is to find a cure for osteoporosis, the bone system of bears. Our bone is constantly being renewed throughout our lives. If bone breakdown increases, reasons such as old age or immobility, and if renewal declines, and the bone tissue weakens. This is human beings. Yet, though the American black bear remains totally immobile during the months it spends in hibernation, it suffers no loss in density. It is thought that if a human being were to remain dead a similar length of time, bones would grow very brittle and break easily. On the subject by the research team Seth Donahue of Logical University in Houghton, the Journal of Experimental Biology in 2003. It describes how there is an increase in bone breakdown as the bear hibernates, but production remains constant. Beings suffer down increases and declines rather than remaining constant. As the animal wakens from hibernation and begins to move again, production at the highest level and return to their former state. Human being immobilized for a long period of time due to injury or sickness suffers both and may never fully return to his former condition. Does not feed during hibernation. That makes where does calcium necessary for bone production. Donahue thinks that the calcium released is reabsorbed and recycled in. One of the reasons black bear has or urine activity during hibernation. Seth Donahue sets out in these terms. We are most interested in how bears recycle calcium. It's most likely regulated by specific hormones. Osteoporosis begins with weakening of the bones and breakage related in the advanced stages. Aging is a major factor in the development of osteoporosis. Bone tissue is constantly being renewed. However, bone production is only maintained at a high level until the age of 30 to 35. After 45, bone breakdown starts to increase. Many people today suffer from this disease. Scientists studying bear bones in terms of resistance, permeability, and mineral obtain a very surprising finding. According to the results of the study, age has no effect on bear bones. In addition, as the bear grows older, resistance and mineral actually increase significantly. The research team particularly focused on the hormone secreted by the parathyroid gland. They were surprised that the structure of this hormone differs from that of the parathormone in the human body. Scientists are now trying to identify the origin of the difference between hormones and to produce a synthetic version that mimics the function of the bear hormone. Success may lead to the production of a new drug for osteoporosis sufferers. This research may change the methods used by doctors in the treatment of osteoporosis. Role in bone problems, not only in the bedridden and people suffering bone, but also in asthma. Size. Yet the black bear is equally fit when it wakes from hibernation. 2001. Black bears that remain totally immobile hibernation suffer no significant strength and tissues. University of Wyoming and his research team, black bears percent loss in muscle strength during hibernation, and a protein loss of 10 to 15%. In fact, are quite astonishing, because humans would lose 85% of their strength and 90% of their protein. Period. Several years ago, the physiologist Edgar discovered circumstances absorbed through the bear's blood. The nitrogen in urea is made available for the cycle of the body and in the manufacture of protein. There is no such system in human. However, if a human being's urinary system fails to function for even a short time, the result is death from an accumulation of urea in blood. With things urea being part of the bear's protein requirements, and that protein is also obtained from food. According to Harlow, like some species of snake that digest their own small intestines in the event of a protein, bears on such labile protein results as visceral smooth, based on figures of small diameters bodies, that black basis during shivering strength. According to the research team, a system that affects the bear's muscles during hibernation can lead to conceptual diseases in beings. Hibernating bears are a potential source of inspiration for medical science in a number of respects. On the substances in the bear may lead to new treatments for such diseases as failure, diabetes, obesity. I've seen features of these. Bears are shedding light on medical research. Of bears understood by scientists as the result of long work in the lab, having animals at the moment of their birth. It is Almighty God who created bears together with man, the long months of hibernation, who inspires their every action, and who rules over all living things in the earth and has created these magnificent features in animals as evidence for human beings to reflect. This in the Quran. Your creation, all the about, there are people with certainty.